Trust should not be dulled out easily to anyone, especially white people.
Especially white people.
President Obama, obviously, outside of being one of the most brilliant minds on the planet, he's actually a huge movie lover. And he was a fan of the book, huge fan of the book. It was on his reading list, and he was committed to making this into a great movie. So he was involved from script to post.
It is a day to celebrate. And thank you all for your interest in Robert Gilman. And a special thank you to all of the outlets that have covered his case over the last several days. It is my belief that public awareness and public pressure helped bring Robert home today. Over the past 2 years, my office has been working closely with the family of Robert Gilman, a Massachusetts resident raised in Lowell, who was wrongfully detained in Russia on questionable charges for 1,666 days. Full charges for 1,666 days.
And he gave notes on the disaster elements, on character, on the theme. It was a wonderful collaboration.
I don't think there's anything going to get me in heaven. Okay, I really don't. I think I'm not maybe heaven bound. I may be in heaven right now as we fly in Air Force One. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to make heaven, but I've made life a lot better for a lot of people. And you know, as you said, at the election of 2020, we would have.
Ah, you're back. The trick of the game is knowing when to quit. 'Cause once you're hooked, you've already lost.
Unleash Hellraiser, one nightmare of many, only at Universal Halloween Horror Nights.
A couple weeks ago, you were doing an interview and you talked about how you hope to end the war in Ukraine because it might help you get into heaven. How does this help? Does this help?
I mean, you know, I'm being a little cute. I don't think there's anything going to get me in heaven. Okay, I really don't. I think I'm not maybe heaven bound.
Who's excited about this classic cult film coming to Halloween Horror Nights 35?
Yeah.
We are, because as a creative team, we've wanted this for over a decade. We've been asking for Hellraiser for over a decade, and finally, we get to do Hellraiser, and we work directly with Clive Barker.
I didn't order room service. I missed that sound. Personal log, no visible sender, minimal packaging. You've got to be kidding me. Multiple components. Interlocking system. I don't remember you being so small. Good posture. And this is where it gets implausible. Okay. No one is going to believe this.
Clive Barker actually wrote Universal Orlando's creative team a handwritten letter last week telling us how amazing the house looks, because this house is done. We're bringing Hellraiser to life. We're bringing the first 3 films in that huge collection of films. So Hellraiser 1, Hellraiser 2, Hellraiser 3. You're going to see Pinhead every turn.
All right. We're the Pinheads.
1, 2, 3.
The design, I have to shout out our scenic designer, Dylan Koloff. If you've been to our event before, Dylan designed Dead Man's Pier, Dylan designed Insidious, and now he's designed Hellraiser, and he has got new ideas. You're going into the labyrinth where all the...
I can't believe this window's still broken.
Well, when the scene screen repairman called Daddy a chicken, Daddy threw him out of the house. Now we can't get anybody to fix it.
Oh, look how worn out this is.
All right. We're the Pinheads.
Again, this house is complete. You actually going into the lament box. There are video effects, lighting effects, just fog effects that make that box come to life. The chains are moving.
Captain Spencer, Elliot, what the hell is going on?
Hell is exactly what is going on, Joey. And we have to stop it.
There is a monster out there, Joey, and it's me.
Coming at you, this is a gory house. But also, look at all of these. These are masks. These are masks that our Universal Orlando prosthetic and makeup team created for all of these beautiful Cenobites. Butterball is so moist and gooey.
A number of years ago, I was in a little town, Darjeeling, on the northern boundary of India, where it met Tibet. And there were several visitors from various countries, and the hotel management decided it would be appropriate to give a little entertainment in the Tibetan spirit. So they brought in about a half a dozen Tibetan dancers with their masks and regalia to entertain. And among them was a little boy about 8 years old, a very cute, chubby little rascal, and everyone liked immediately. But when the time for the dance came, he put on one of the most grotesque masks you'd ever want to see. really was, it looked like a nightmare. And of course everyone knew it was the little boy. But during the dance, he started and moved over very rapidly towards the audiences, always getting ready to attack them. And you should have seen the audience scatter. They all knew it was a little boy, but with the mask, something happened. And a real spirit of ancient and primary fear moved in on those people. They actually, subconsciously, were terrified. On another occasion, I remember in the Japanese no drama, where the principal actors are masked. Many of the themes are highly sacred, and in the various performances, the actors are nearly always concealed behind these wood-carved masks that are well painted and decorated, but of course have no expression except that of the original carving. But under a careful handling of lights, particularly by the postures of the head in relationship to the source of light, these faces seem to change. And in moments of joy, the face really seemed to smile. And in sorrow, the face looked very tragic. And yet it was done with a wooden mask, but everyone felt it. The skill with which the mask was handled was the principal factor. In the southwest of the United States, we have a series of ritualistic dances by the various Indian tribes, the Zunis, Hopis, Navajo. These dances often include masked figures, and everyone knows that these masked figures are members of the local community. One of the men with a mask, very carefully developed, rather crude mask concealment, actually has two children in the audience. They all know that it's father, but when he dances toward them with a sacred pollen, they kneel instinctively as though he was a god. Something happens when the masks begin to take a part in religious ritual. Masks were used in Egypt, we know, in the temple mysteries. And even today, the various carvings and manuscripts of Egyptian origin show human beings with the masks of birds and animals. The Greeks used masks in their theater also. Nearly always a mask becomes a complete change of personality. If accompanied by adequate religious ritual, the mask becomes a secret of the development of a peculiar theological belief that there was a divine power in the mask. And when it was worn correctly and under ritual supervision, it brought a deity into contact with humanity.
This is the legend of the Ghost Rider.
Well, in the course of time, the mask cults have gradually faded, but in many primitive countries they still survive. Then came another step forward in the study of human psychology. It is almost impossible for the average person to understand a completely abstract principle. It is very hard to visualize something that has no form, or to visualize an energy which is completely unembodied. From very early times, it became apparently necessary to present nearly all of the important truths of life symbolically.
activity outside our homes, we would now advise people to wear a cloth face covering in enclosed spaces where social distancing is not always possible, and you're more likely to come in contact with people you don't normally meet. The reason is face coverings can help to protect each other and reduce the spread of the disease, particularly if you have coronavirus-like symptoms.
I was an explorer of forbidden pleasures. Opening the box was my final act of exploration. I found the monster within the box. It found the monster within me. For decades, I served hell with no memory of my former life.
What I was is out there in your world. Unbound. Unstoppable.
Come on! Come on!
Couldn't resist playing games, could you? You had to come through the window of her mind. But now you're in my dominion. And now we're going to hell.
Why resist? You love this as much as I. After all, you made me. There is a world out there waiting to yield to us. So much flesh, so many different pleasures.
You're right. We do belong together.
New building. Must be settling? Yeah, settling. Freeze! Just back it up against the wall. You heard him. Back it up. Don't make us put some pain on you.
Pain? How dare you use that word?
Please welcome Max and Colby. The suits, the shine on the suits. I got to get one. You're Max?
Yes, sir.
Colby. Good.
Thank you so much.
When we first saw him, we were all like, ooh, yeah, he's wet. So we're very excited, and it's been a very exciting time for us to finally bring Hellraiser to Halloween Horror Nights.
Settling? Yeah, settling. Freeze! Just back it up against the wall. You heard him. Back it up. Don't make us put some paint on you.
Pain. How dare you use that word?
He's got pins in his head.
I know your fear. I hear it. Please, don't separate me from my brother. I give you my word. That will never happen.
We're the Pinheads.
Because I knew the movie was being produced out of Los Angeles, for all I knew, they would want Pinhead to be American. So then, that would have been in 1987. Incidentally, trivia lovers, Hellraiser premiered 28 years ago yesterday. It premiered on 9/11.
Jesus Christ! Jesus Christ! Jesus Christ, Doc!
I am the way. And your only way back is through me now. I am your redeemer. I am the way.
Jesus Christ!
Not quite.
For an actor, good roles are hard to come by.
I was a Nubian space slave last week with an aluminum foil jockstrap.
Ow!
Hey, remember when I played a sperm and I begged for that part?
But Jack Noah is about to get the role of a lifetime.
I happen to be a very well-known American actor.
Not that well-known.
Chuck Norris once told The Times, "I never wanted to be Dustin Hoffman or Al Pacino. I never dreamed of being an actor. I do what I do." And he did it well. An actor wouldn't have accidentally kicked Dean Martin across the room in his first big movie in 1968, but thankfully, that didn't mark the end of Chuck's Hollywood career, or Dean's for that matter. It was just the beginning.
In the name of fear, hate, and destruction, I prepare to anoint my spirit with this royal blood,
forged in the fires of hell.
So, Reinhardt, you think to deny my destiny?
Banished from the sight of man. Now, he has crossed into our world to reclaim his power.
I know what you are, and I know why you are here.
Chuck Norris is Shatter, bound to uncover more than a secret.
Please. The man that was murdered last night on Polanski Street was a rabbi.
On the small screen and the silver, Chuck Norris made an impact. True from the moment he first appeared on the big screen in 1968's The Wrecking Crew opposite Dean Martin, mixing martial arts and motion picture. Born in 1940 in Ryan, Oklahoma, just north of the Texas border, Carlos Ray Norris would enlist in the U.S. Air Force, where he got the nickname Chuck. While stationed in South Korea, he studied judo and tang soo do, and went on to win 6 world karate championships, becoming friends with Bruce Lee, who introduced him to the world of film.
There's 8 dead bodies in here. 8 holy men. Bound to bring back more than a killer.
According to the myth, the scepter was broken into 9 sections.
What kind of man kills like this? We'll know soon enough.
The two starring together in 1972's The Way of the Dragon.
Wrong answer.
His pivot to the big screen packing a punch, with huge successes in the 70s and 80s, including Missing in Action, The Delta Force, and Code of Silence.
Bound to face the most terrifying enemy he has ever known.
The scepter is the key to the gates of hell.
Who was it that ripped the heart right out of his chest?
Have you any idea who I am?
You want to do it the easy way or the hard way?
In 1993, he took on the starring role in the long-running TV drama Walker, Texas Ranger, playing the Lone Star legend with quiet confidence.
You just can't get it right, can you?
It was that role and that intensity that would inspire a million memes and pop culture moments.
You know, they say Chuck Norris is so tough, there's no chin under his beard.
Let me introduce myself. Welcome to hell.
There is only another fist.
That's ridiculous. Chuck Norris.
Where am I? Grandpa? What are you doing here?
Chris, welcome to the Skull and Bones Society. This is where the most powerful men in the world are groomed for their futures. Every president, every CEO, every douchebag named Ryan Seacrest.
Throughout his career, he was an ambassador for fitness and well-being, even introducing the Osmonds to karate early in their career. Donnie sharing on social media that Chuck was tough in training, but one of the kindest souls you could ever know. Working with youth was immensely rewarding to Chuck Norris, as he told ABC back in 2007.
When you develop that security in these youngsters, they have no reason to fight. This is, to me, the most gratifying thing I've ever been able to do.
5 years later, at age 72, he starred in The Expendables 2. Director Sly Stallone writing, "I had a great time working with Chuck. He was all-American in every way."
The Skull and Bones Society has been a part of my family for decades, and we want you to become a member.
Really? Wow, cool!
Excellent. You get your own stock portfolio, a percentage of the 9/11 Victims Fund, and the best medical care on the planet. You'll be kept as healthy as a horse.
Chuck Norris passing away Thursday morning in Hawaii, his family sharing in a statement in part, "To the world, he was a martial artist, actor, and a symbol of strength. To us, he was a devoted husband, a loving father and grandfather, an incredible brother, and the heart of our family."
Chuck Norris, Hellbound.
What are you, a critic?
I got a part for you to play.
This is a real man!
It's a role any actor would die for.
Play the part or I'll kill you.
When do I start?
Meet the new president of Parador.
Not like that, with a flip. I'm flipping! Long live Parador!
it.
He's a total bloody genius, isn't he?
Who are you? I'm an actor. I'm playing the dictator.
Jerry Fletcher has theories.
The whole Vietnam War was fought over a bet that Howard Hughes lost to Aristotle Onassis.
Some would call his theories crazy.
You're telling me that NASA is going to kill the President of the United States with an earthquake?
Not exactly the kind of thing a Secret Service agent can, just throw himself on top of.
He writes them in his newsletter.
This is our third issue this year. Conspiracy theory.
He sends them out.
Hey, look, I feel kind of naked back here. Could we get out of here?
Please don't tell me you're naked back there.
No, it's just a figure of speech. Could we go?
And she is the only one he trusts.
I've loved you since the first time I ever saw you.
Jerry, you don't love me.
I don't?
Now, one of his theories is true.
Can you prove any of this?
Absolutely not.
Only he doesn't know which one.
There are a number of different reasons why we should be concerned about the conservation of nature and the natural system. There's an economic reason, there's a scientific reason, there's a self-interest reason.
What do you see as the biggest challenges in conservation?
The growing human population. Because if where we are, there's nothing else.
And do you have views about what should be done about that?
Can't you guess?
Well, it could be on a spectrum from mass sterilisation to greater availability of contraception. I don't know what your views are as to what can be done about it.
Well, I think it might be described as voluntary family limitation.
They're all covered with filthy germs, aren't they, Smithers?
Why, what do you mean, sir?
Freemasons run the country!
We are all shapeshifters. We are all lonely drifters in forgotten hours when we escape through the winking eyes and the secret handshakes. Disposable me, expendable you. Just take what you need and do what you do. You're taking me under. This heart has seen better days. You got my number. Girl, there's no change in my ways. Over and over, you're on your own. Shapeshifters, 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 shapeshifters. I'm running from me, I'm hiding from you. There goes my alter ego. You know everyone that I know. Abandon the stream, abandon the truth. There goes my alter ego. You know all the people I know. Oh, you blew my cover. You're that kind of lover. You're that kind of lover. Whoa, you're taking me under. This heart has seen better days. You got my number. Girl, there's no change in my ways. Over and over, you're on your own. Shapeshifters, shapeshifters. There goes my alter ego. You know everyone that I know. Shapeshifters, shapeshifters, shapeshifters. Sometimes I feel I'm slipping
Although we weren't able to shatter that highest, hardest glass ceiling this time, thanks to you, it's got about 18 million cracks in it.
Force field. It's a dome. We're at the edge of the arena.
It may be hard to see tonight, but we are all standing under a glass ceiling right now. And the light is shining through like never before, filling us all with the hope and the sure knowledge that the path will be a little easier next time.
It'll be alright in the morning. Try to keep them fires burning. When the sun did rise, everybody was gone. You were far from home. You were on your own. Shapeshifters, shapeshifters. There goes my alter ego. You know everyone that I know. Shapeshifters, shapeshifters. There goes my alter ego. You know all the people I know. We are all shapeshifters. There goes my alter ego. You know everyone that I know. We are all lonely drifters. There goes my alter ego. Sometimes I feel I'm slipping away. Sometimes I feel I'm slipping away.
I bet everyone's like, I'm not worried about the diet. It's like, no, you it's just quite dramatic. So being a little bit hands up, we think it's going to be. By the way, Invictus Games is spreading the story. So we're keeping an eye on that. So do tell us if we need to stop.
So Invictus is all about the journey for the athletes. Without the German team, there wouldn't be able to be the possibility for the Ukrainian team to even come and places in volleyball. So without Germany, without the USA, without the Italians, we wouldn't be putting a team onto the pitch. This is what Invictus is about. This is about the teams coming together as one nation to be unconquered. Without you, we wouldn't be able to play. Thank you so much for looking after us. Thank you to the USA. Thank you to the Italians. We're having a great experience. This is the Invictus journey. This is about being unconquered. Thank you so much. Just nothing to say about it.
Everybody loves a good Twitter fight, right? Now there's a feud brewing between the royal family and the First Family. Well, not a real one. President and First Lady tweeted a fake intimidation video at Prince Harry in anticipation of the 2016 Invictus Games. In this video, Michelle Obama says she and the president will be bringing their A game to the annual competition. I like how tough they look, too. Prince Harry then tweeted back, "Wow, First Lady of the United States and President of the United States, you can dish it out, but you can't take it." Prince Harry then responded with his own video.
These are all the individuals from last year doing their thing, running 100 meters and all that sort of stuff. Mm-hmm. And the American man here was incredibly fast. Really incredibly fast.
It's quite close, isn't it?
Oh, message? Oh, from Michelle. How very amusing. So you like to watch it together?
Yes.
Let's have a look.
Hey, Prince Harry, remember when you told us to bring it at the Invictus Games?
Careful what you wish for.
Oh, really? Please.
Boom.
I love that he got the Queen involved. Prince Harry began hosting the Invictus Games back in London.
Mr. Speaker, Mr. Prime Minister, my lords and members of the House of Commons, I have known few greater honors than the opportunity to address the Mother of Parliaments at Westminster Hall. I am told that the last three speakers here have been the Pope, Her Majesty the Queen, and Nelson Mandela, which is either a very high bar or the beginning of a very funny joke. We too must act on behalf of peace. There are too many people who happily embrace Madiba's legacy of racial reconciliation, but passionately resist even modest reforms that would challenge chronic poverty and growing inequality. It matters not how straight the gate, how charged the punishment, the scroll. I am the master of my fate. I am the captain of my soul. What a magnificent soul it was.
You know what, sometimes what you leave out of a story is even more interesting than what you leave in. That happened when we were in Oxford, Maryland. Learned that the pride of that old town was one Robert Morris Jr., the financier of the American Revolution. Years ago, we used to go down to the county library and get a picture of a bird like that, but now we just use the internet. That's where I found this picture here. Now, the caption said it was a shot of the Greek god Mercury handing a bag of loot to Robert Morris, the financier of the American Revolution. Well, that's just a tiny part of a much bigger picture called the apotheosis of Washington. Now, apotheosis is a Greek word that means to make divine. In other words, this painting shows George Washington becoming a god. Now, I never knew that happened. But there it is for all to see, painted under the most famous dome in the whole country, maybe the whole world, the United States Capitol. Now, the most interesting part of this particular heaven are the folks that live in it. Now, you'd expect to see Moses and Abraham and Ezekiel and that crowd hanging around, but not a single fella from the Bible's up there. Now, Minerva, the Roman goddess of crafts and wisdom, is shown delivering an electrical generator and batteries and a printing press to Benjamin Franklin, Samuel Morse, and Robert Fulton. And Neptune, the Roman sea god, and Venus, the goddess of love, are showing helping to lay the transatlantic telegraph cable. I'll bet you they were a big help. Now, there's some other gods, but not a single prophet, apostle, or even a lower archangel in the whole 4,500 square feet. All I know is what I read on the internet, but you hear a lot of talk these days about the religious beliefs of our founding fathers. Now, those boys may have been as devout as saints. We'll never know. One thing's for sure, you'd never tell by looking at Capitol Dome.
Sing to the farmers, rising yields. We are the children, builders of the future, and we the children swear to thee. Loyal emotion, fearless devotion, and to die with dignity. Sing to the faithful members of the party.
A future that Ernest Cline, the writer of the book, envisioned. I was very careful with Ernie collaborating with me every step of the way to be able to find the movie narrative inside this dense forest of Ernie's profound imagination.
The Oasis being the ultimate toy box with all the toys in the world, and then playing that with one of the greatest filmmakers of all time. It results in just amazing action and such a fun adventure.
Ernest Cline is such a visionary, and I think has seen the future before any of us possibly could even imagine it.